Hi everyone, welcome back to Wes Knows Tech News and Reviews. Today we'll be talking about a very super smartwatch, and that smartwatch is actually on my wrist right now. So this is the Huawei GT2 Pro. Now I don't know how I actually missed this one. I assumed, wrongfully as I now know, that the GT2 and the GT2 Pro are quite similar and there's no reason to pay the extra dime. Well, as I just found out, because 2 days ago I actually bought the GT2 Pro and I was astounded. The quality, the looks, the functionality on the GT2 Pro, wow, it actually blasts you away. So without any further ado, let's get into this initial impressions review of the GT2 Pro. Let's do it. Okay, so the GT2 Pro is not the GT2. It's actually heavier, it's better looking, the build materials are so much higher in quality, and the functionality, the sensors, almost everything has changed. Apart from the natural cue, something like, well, the watch is round and it has the letters GT in it. Anyways, we're gonna make this review in the following way. So first we'll go through the design, then we'll talk about the display, and then we'll get into the features and functions. And we're talking the cool features and functions, not the usual timer, stopwatch and so forth. We'll get also into the things that actually changed from the GT2. Anyway, let's do it. To kick off with, let's go with design. So this thing is round, it's big, the top is flat and the bottom is shiny. Why is that? Well, because the dimensions for the GT2 Pro are 46.7 by 46.7 millimeters, and it's actually 11.4 millimeters thick. And without the strap, it does weigh 52 grams. So we're going into the regions of the Fenix 5S, the Garmin Fenix 5S, which also weighs 52 grams without the strap. Now the design here is all about being premium. So these are the looks that you would expect to see on the Mont Blanc Summit and the Summit 2. These are the looks that you would like to see on the TAG Heuer. Now this is amazing. So this watch has a titanium case, not aluminium, not steel, titanium. Plus the glass on top is actually sapphire glass. So it's not the 3D glass that we see, the curved 3D glass that we see on the GT2. No, here we get a slab of flattened sapphire glass. And it does look absolutely astounding. The premium look, the premium feel just oozes out of this watch. Also, you will notice that there are no lugs as such. Now the straps that are used are actually the click-in straps, but they look to be tapered on the sides, so there's no lugs as such. And again, it's so sporty yet elegant and so premium. I think premium will be the word of the day for this particular review. Now, of course, we have to mention the strap and the clasp. Well, the straps, there are two options. So you can either get the gray Nebula leather strap, or you get this black TPU rubber strap. Well, I love action, I love the forest, so I got the black TPU strap. But I think I will be actually getting myself the gray Nebula leather one as well, because I think that this watch will look amazing at the restaurant, on the night out, not just in the park, because it is so premium and expensive looking. I just can't believe it that I actually missed this watch. Now, since we're talking about the design, let's look at the back. So we're used to seeing the back covers being plastic, hard black plastic. Well, this is shiny, nice. Why? What's going on? Well, actually, this is ceramic. So it's a ceramic back, and you will see that the LED on the back, on the optical heart rate sensor, has actually been modernized. But we'll get on that when we get to the features and functions. Also, you will notice that the clasp on the strap is metal, and it does have Huawei logo on there, and it does look premium again. Right, let's get onto the display. So the GT2 Pro actually has a 1.39 inch AMOLED display with 454 by 454 pixels. That is absolutely amazing. It's a clear as day screen. You will be able to see anything that's written or drawn on it basically at any time of the day, be it night, be it day, be it in direct sunlight. The screen is just so bright, you will be able to see anything on there. The CPU is also very quick. It's the Kirin A1 and hence it's quick. So basically there's no lagginess as you scroll through the screens. And of course, being a premium smartwatch, it does have auto brightness because it does have the ambient light sensor. Also, you can use the always on display or no always on display. It basically depends on how much you want the battery to last. Because if you do have the always on display, you will have to cut your battery in half. And talking about battery life, the manufacturer, Huawei in this case, actually opts or claims that you will have this watch on for 2 weeks. Well, no. It will last you really 8 to 10 days, and that's without the always on display. If you have the always on display switched on, then you'll be lucky to get 5 to 6 days out of this watch on one or a single battery charge. Another massive improvement on the GT2 Pro is the fact the GT2 Pro actually supports key charging as well as reverse charging. So you can use it with any of the new and the modern smartphones and charge the watch simply by putting it on the back of your smartphone. Okay, features and functions. Well, there are plenty, simply because even the GT2 model had lots of functions. So just under 100 sport modes. You've got 13 guided running courses. You've got dual GPS. This watch can go up to 50 meters underwater. So it is water resistant. You can take it to the pool. As it's got dual GPS and it's water resistant, you can take it for open water swimming. There is so much that this watch can do. So the watch has an accelerometer, it's got a gyroscope, it's got a geomagnetic sensor, it's got the optical heart rate sensor as well as an air pressure sensor. So it's got more than enough sensors to keep you more than happy and satisfied with the sports and activities that you do with this watch. So all of your activities are now goal-based. That means that you can set a goal such as distance to be covered, duration of a particular exercise, or calories to be burned during a particular exercise. Also, this smartwatch actually offers continuous SpO2 monitoring. Now, continuous SpO2 or continuous blood oxygen saturation level monitoring is much more useful than just taking spot readings, because optimally, if you do want to pick up things like sleep apnea or lung conditions, then you would need to measure your SpO2 levels during rest. And that is normally during sleep or when you are not moving around too much during the day. And when the measurement is done continuously, you will be able to see a trend of where your SpO2 levels lie. And this is much more useful than just spot readings or at a point in time. Now, considering that there is a speaker as well as a microphone on the GT2 Pro, that means that you can speak into the watch and at the same time listen to the voices coming from the watch, be it from audio being played or from a phone call that you can take off your watch. So no, it's not LTE, it doesn't have a SIM card inside, but using your Bluetooth connection with your phone, you can actually use your watch to speak into and listen from. And I'll tell you what, we're going to play a bit of music now from the watch. Now, the GT2 had a speaker, but the GT2 Pro speaker, wow, the quality on this thing is amazing. Actually, if you recall, we had the GTR 2 where we had a speaker as well. The sound quality there was a bit iffy. Here, when you're running and you've got the music playing, it's just as if you actually had music running from your smartphone. So the speaker on the GT2 Pro is quite good. Talking about audio, music, podcasts and so forth. Well, On the GT2 Pro, you get 4 GB of allocated storage. Now, you don't get all of that to download music to. No, about 1.5 to 2 GB will be used up by the software, but you're still left with over 2 GB for all your favorite podcasts, music, and so forth. Now, the really cool thing here is that you can actually connect your Bluetooth earbuds or your TWS earbuds to the watch, not just to the smartphone. So if you download music to your wrist, to your watch, and you go out running without your smartphone, you can still listen to your favorite tracks. Okay, so you know there's a breathing app, you know that this does 3 sleep stages during your sleep. So your light, your deep, and REM sleep is measured, calculated, and monitored. And when you wake up in the morning, you will have recommendations in the Huawei Health app that will guide you for you to get better night's sleep. Of course, there's continuous stress monitoring, continuous heart rate monitoring, and the optical heart rate sensor on the back of the GT2 Pro is actually optimized and better than the one on the GT2. But there are some awesome features and functions which we've kept right till the end. So basically, here's what this watch can now do. So there is the route back feature, which is basically offline navigation back to your starting location. There's also the outdoor assistant, which provides you with sunrise, sunset, tide times, moon phases, and bad weather alerts. There's also a new golf mode, and this one is so awesome because it includes swing analysis. Another awesome and completely unbelievable thing that happened is that on the GT2 Pro, you can finally download third-party apps. So as we know, Huawei actually uses LightOS for its smart wear gadgets. Well, previously, you could not get a smartwatch where you can download apps to. Well, starting from the GT2 Pro, you can actually download third-party apps, and currently there are 19 apps that you can download. Well, considering that it started off with 6 just a couple of months ago, there's already 19. We can see that this will grow and expand, and I'm absolutely certain that the LightOS ecosystem will become absolutely huge in the near future. So as already mentioned, I am mega impressed with the GT2 Pro. And yes, I do regret that I didn't get it back when it came out a couple of months back. Well, actually at the end of 2020. Anyway, thank you for watching this initial impressions review of the Huawei GT2 Pro. If you enjoyed the content, please drop us a like, and if you want to see more of the same, please hit the red subscribe button below the video. And we'll see you in the next one.